Good afternoon, Mustangs. Welcome back to the 11th edition of the Millard North Blueview. My name is Jaden Paul, and here with me is Maddie McGee.
In today's episode, we will cover a recent fundraiser at Millard North, interview a teacher who has his own YouTube channel, review some Indian food, and say farewell to the class of 2023.
Fundraising at Millard North is a commonplace activity, but each fundraiser has its own purposes and goals. Myself and Blueview reporter Maddie McGee went to learn about the Ducks for a Buck fundraiser and its special meaning.
All throughout last week, rubber ducks by the dozen were being sold in the front entrance during lunch. Social studies teacher Mr. Edmondson organized the fundraiser in honor of his wife, fellow social studies teacher Miss Edmondson, who passed away in October 2023 after an ongoing battle with breast cancer.
We have, I think there was close to 1,000 ducks altogether. And since a lot of students had given them to her, I thought it would be a good way to give back to the students if they knew her or if they remember the duck room and they wanted to have a little piece of that memory and stuff. And so in order to kind of get rid of the ducks, because I don't have any place to put them in our house, we're going to sell them to the students.
Miss Edmondson's collection didn't magically appear overnight, but has been growing since she was in high school. Aided with the help of students, friends, and others, this grew to a collection of over 800 ducks.
I don't know the full story, but she started collecting ducks. Her friends started giving them to them, and then she started to buy them. And when we got engaged, she had probably about 50 or 60 when we got married. The decision was made by both of us that they would come to the classroom.
The ducks don't look like just any average yellow duck, with many sporting their own distinct appearance and differing in shape, color, and size. This gave many students the opportunity to collect their own unique duck to support the cause.
Yeah, I just thought it was really cute, so I went to get one. I've been hearing about it, and I was over here, so I just, I bought one.
I brought a blue block duck because I thought it was different than the others and it was cool.
I've got two favorite ducks on my desk here. She gave me a long time ago a Freud duck, since I teach psychology, and then she had a special one that was a world geography duck that I am keeping.
All proceeds of this fundraiser are going to the Michelle Edmondson Scholarship, and her legacy will continue to live on through the money raised and through the abundance of ducks spread around.
The scholarship will be for a student or two. We don't know how many students it will be for, but it will be students that have been affected by cancer. And so it's a way to kind of give back to a cause that she fought very hard for.
I'm in history club and Mrs. Edmondson was like a sponsor of that, so I knew her pretty well, and I thought it was cool that we were selling her ducks to fundraise for the scholarship.
I felt really touched by the story, and I wanted to do something kind of nice, I guess. This is the only way I feel like I can do something about it.
$1,700 have been raised so far. But even though the fundraiser has concluded, anyone can support the scholarship by donating to the link below. This has been Jaden Paul and Maddie McGee with the Blueview. Although many teachers have moved away from the use of digital tools that they used during the pandemic, some teachers use videos to help their students in the classroom. Blueview reporters Gabe Miller and Paul Carlson took a look at the role that videos play in the classroom.
With remote learning in the past, many teachers have moved away from the digital learning material that they once relied on. Though, some teachers continue to use methods they learned during the pandemic to create classroom videos and YouTube channels to assist in students' learning.
So originally, it was kind of out of a necessity. I taught, at my old school, I taught Algebra 1, 5 sections every single day. And I got tired of kids coming and asking me, what did I miss when they were gone for a dentist appointment or something like that? And so I said, what if they could just watch a video instead of having to come ask me? I think students would much rather watch a video of something if they could, wherever, at home or in school in a study hall, than come and ask their teacher. A lot of it just has to do with kind of what's the needs of my students at the time. Now, it is totally separate than what I teach here at Millard North, but that said, a lot of the same geometry classes or college algebra follow the same sort of schedule. And so because of that, I kind of take the concepts or the curriculum at the time that we're doing, and I'll try to make a video of that. I might look back at what I already have, and if there's a hole or something that's missing, that's the video that I want to shoot.
Students can use video content to aid them in doing homework or expand their interests in math.
Yes, I do use them. Not as much as I used to for first semester, just because I get things a little more now, but when he goes too fast in class, it helps to go back and watch, like, who I know. I don't know, I think it just helps for the topics that we're currently working on in class.
Other teachers in the building have their own experiences and opinions with utilizing video to supplement math education.
Like, we look at it as a supplemental way to assist versus actual learning. I mean, there is a handful of students that are very ambitious where, you can throw them material and they just get it by watching a video. However, a lot of times you need to kind of interact with whoever's teaching it. So in a sense, it's a good way to refresh, review. As far as learning, I still think nothing really beats instructional methods and activities within the classroom. Students still want that interaction. They want to feel like learning's interactive. Nobody really wants to sit in front of a computer screen and learn unless it's something that they truly want to learn.
Although not all teachers utilize videos the same way, they are still committed to helping students in person. With the Blue View, this has been Gabe Miller and Paul Carlson.
Indian cuisine differentiates from region to region. Blue View reporters Grace Vidlac and Maritika Mukherjee reviewed 2 different Indian restaurants.
We're going to be doing a review over Zyka and Star Indian cuisines.
Biryani is a rice dish that is cooked with lots of aromatic spices. It's also cooked with things like vegetables and meat.
Both of their presentations was really good. I thought for being to go, it was just really well done.
Zyka's texture I thought was really rubbery. When you ate it, it just felt so weird. But Star, I thought it was well cooked. The rice was boiled perfectly.
I really liked the spice level and I really liked it. I enjoyed it really well and I didn't think it was too spicy.
I'd have to agree. It wasn't that bad for me, honestly. I thought the flavor was really good. I will say, I think with Zyka, there was a lot of spice. And so when you first put it in your mouth, that was all you could taste. Star, I think, had a more nuanced blend of spices and I think that really elevated the whole dish.
Yeah. And I will say the sauce brought it all together. I thought it was, both their dishes were really well done, but I do like Star's better. I thought it was just overall a better dish. And Zyka it was, I don't know how to describe it. It just was, something was off.
Right.
And I like Star's better.
I think Star's overall
Star was better.
Yeah. But Zyka did have a couple things going for it.
Yeah. With the Blue View, this has been Grace Vidlac and Maritika Mukherjee.
Every year, the seniors of any high school shape what the school year will look like and become role models for the younger kids. Blue View reporters Ashley Heisler and Gracie Bruckner went out to interview the seniors on their days of being a Mustang.
As the school year is winding down, the class of 2023 is taking their last walks through these halls. The people of the school have helped shape this grade into the strong, confident leaders that they will be in the future. These past 4 years have been filled with trials, but also many successes in and out of the classroom. We took to the halls to ask these future graduates about their past and futures as Mustangs.
I think the best part of my senior year was being able to go to Worlds with my robotics team. We went down there in the week of April 24th, I think, and we spent a week down in Dallas competing against teams from all over the world, and it was a lot of fun, yeah.
My favorite part of senior year was probably going to state, but we lost in the state championship, but it was still fun to go there.
I had a lot of open classes on the second half of the day, so I had all morning classes and then I would go to work in the afternoon, and that worked really well for my schedule.
My favorite part of senior year is definitely all the extracurriculars I attended this year. I was part of show choir, DECA, as well as forensic speech.
My favorite part of senior year was definitely being able to leave early, have open campus 6th and 7th hour, eating lunch at home every day, not having to worry to come back was super nice. So.
Probably being able to get out of school early.
Honestly, all of the sporting events, especially state basketball, because both the girls and the guys team went, and just all of the support that everybody gave.
I think that high school is a really good place to start pursuing what career you might possibly want to do. It's better to figure out in high school whether or not you really want to do something like robotics or speech or drama before you actually have to pay for the classes in which you have to find those things out.
Interact with a lot of people, try to be nice to everyone. Yeah.
I recommend not being afraid, taking risks.
Doing as many extracurriculars as possible. This year I made so many new friends through all my activities that I did. Unfortunately, I didn't do them my freshman year, which I totally regret.
Get involved with any extracurricular activities, whether that be sports, like DECA or any activities as such. Just get involved, meet people. That's a great way to make friends. And obviously, the friends you make here, that's the most important thing.
I know it sounds cliche, but get involved. The more you do, the more people you know. And when you meet all these different people, it's super fun.
I've committed to attending Texas A&M University on a full tuition scholarship, which I'm really happy about. And I'm planning on majoring in mechanical engineering and hoping to do robotics and research in mechanical engineering.
Plans for next year, I know I want to play basketball, and I think I'm going to major in business.
I'm going to go to UNO to study psychology and pre-law.
My plan is to attend the University of Nebraska-Omaha and studying in business administration and minor in interior design.
I will be attending Creighton University just here in town. I'm not sure about my majors yet, still a little undecided, but I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do.
I'm going to Lincoln for ad PR.
My plans for next year is that I'm going to attend the University of Kansas to study aerospace engineering.
Thanks for watching, Mustangs. We hope you have a great day. And for the last time, this has been Maddie McGee
and Jaden Paul
signing off.